Hi, Fiona Lewis here from Super Savvy Business with this week's SEO and traffic news update. As 2012 draws to a close, we start to look towards the coming year as online marketers to see where the trends are going. One of the things that I wanted to, explore is the idea that traffic, it does not go in a straight line anymore. Gone are the days where PPC and SEO were the main forms of driving traffic to your website. Going back 3 years ago, they were the two main ways that you would bring traffic to your site, and whether that be small or big businesses alike. What I think happens now is that people are coming through multiple channels, and this is great to be able to track that with your Google Analytics. You can actually see the multiple channels people have come through, and I think as online marketers it is important to understand the trend of users, website users and internet users, that they don't generally come to a business just through one form of traffic. So they might come through to you originally through a search result, and then they might see you again then through social media, and come back to you through multiple different forms. And I think as we look into 2013, it's very important to ensure that your business does have a strong presence on multiple channels, because otherwise what you might find is you're losing traffic to your competitors. Other very exciting news that has come out this week is that YouTube has officially launched its associated website link annotations. What this means is that you can now put a link within your YouTube video that goes directly to your website. Now you can imagine the implications of this and how it might help to bring traffic from YouTube and other sites where you embed the YouTube video and bring them directly into your website. Now your YouTube account does need to be in good standing as to allow this to happen and to get it set up. So go into your settings and check to see whether or not your account has been enabled for this new feature. It's very, very exciting. Now, on the topic of video, we all know that video is one of the things that Google is really seeing as a future trend of the online world. It's already massive, but I know from speaking with Nick Leder several months ago that it is one of the trends that they are putting a lot of energy and time into watching and developing and taking into consideration with the online world. So, what can you do to get a solid video marketing strategy up and running? Well, first of all, make it a habit and make that habit public. If you let people know, perhaps you might have a mentor or a coach, or perhaps just a little buddy that you can tell them that these are the days, or this is the day each week that you plan to get your videos done, and then make it habit. Actually stick to it. You might want to record several videos in one day so that you can reduce the amount of setup time that it takes in order to get it going. So step 2, create your video environment. Now you don't need to spend an awful lot of money. You can make good high definition quality videos simply with your iPhone or other smartphone device. You might want to think about lighting. So for instance, I'm currently using some lighting here today, which I bought off the internet for a couple of $100s, and that just gives me good quality light. I'm also using a cheap lapel mic, which I just pin onto my shirt. That cost me $20 online. So really you can get good quality videos without it costing you an awful lot of money. Step 3. Create a format for your videos and stick to that format so that your viewers know what to expect from you, and they can become familiar with the types of videos that you produce. For example, it might be a Q&A video, it might be an interview, it might be how-to videos. Sometimes you might even think about having different types of videos that you release on different times of the day or different times of the week. And you might want to do what I do, which is actually storyboard your video before you do it. So I actually create notes where I write down the main points. Sometimes I might have that sitting in Evernote just to the side of me so that I can look across to remember what I want to say, or you might just want to get a small whiteboard and have that sitting in front of your camera so you can just have little cues to remind you of each of the points you want to cover in your video. The next thing, which is step 4, is just to practice. Now, I understand that it can be a little bit daunting for people to get in front of a camera and just to start talking. But the more that you do it, the more regular you become at it, the more comfortable you're going to become talking in front of a camera. I know that if you were to look back at some of my earlier videos from a couple of years ago, you would see that I was very uncomfortable and not speaking as naturally as I do these days. So really, it does come down to practice. Just do it, even though you have a fear, because we all know that with your comfort zone, when you step outside of it, that's when the magic happens. Step 5 is to get help when you need it. Now, whether that means you might need a coach to help you get through your fear of sitting in front of a camera, perhaps you might need help to get the videos edited, and you can obviously outsource that to someone here in Australia, or you might want to do that offshore. It really doesn't matter who you get to do it. Personally, I edit my own videos because it's a lot quicker for me to do it now that I know how to do it I use a software called Camtasia. And then I upload it to my team and they take over from there. But get help when needed. Don't let that stop you from creating your videos. Now, the final step that I'd like to touch on is just to let yourself go. Just be yourself. If you make a mistake every now and then, that really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's better to do 80% of something than 100% of nothing. Let your personality show. Have a laugh at yourself if you need to. If you're a witty or funny person, then let that show. Just be yourself. And I think that's when people will be more likely to connect with you, which is the whole purpose of doing videos, so people can actually connect with you. It's a lot harder to let your personality shine through in the written word. So getting in front of a video is going to allow you to do that. Now, the final thing that I would like to touch on today in our SEO and traffic news update is that I have just finished creating an ebook on creating a Pinterest page for business. Now, a few weeks back, Pinterest did launch their business pages, and as marketers, we're all very excited that we can do this. Now, remember at the beginning of this video, I spoke about having multiple channels online for your business. Now, Pinterest is definitely one that you should not be ignoring. It is growing exponentially, much bigger than Facebook did at the same time of its life cycle. So if you would like to get hold of this ebook, and it's very comprehensive with step-by-step instructions and screenshots to show you exactly how to get your business page set up and to do it the right way and to have it optimized properly for your business, all you need to do is be part of the Super Savvy Business mailing list. If you're not currently part of that, then just go to supersavvybusiness.com and I will be emailing everybody on our insider circle a link to that ebook. It is going to be free, but only to my insider community. So if you're watching this video anywhere else but on supersavvybusiness.com, head over to my website and opt in to our weekly free training word of the week videos like the one you're watching now, where you actually get free training on a weekly basis. I hope that you've gained some great value out of this video. Please remember to leave your comments. They are very valuable to me. If you've got feedback, I would also love to hear from you as well. So my name is Fiona Lewis from Super Savvy Business, and I will look forward to seeing you again in our next news update.